is Victor Anderson Jr.
Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in McAlester, Oklahoma. And then when I was a teenager, I moved to Eufaula, Oklahoma, Pryor, Oklahoma, Muskogee, Oklahoma, and Haleyville, Oklahoma.
What brought you to Dubuque?
I came to Dubuque to get my education up at Loris College.
Where did you go to school from elementary up?
When I was in elementary through junior high through high school, I attended the same high school, or excuse me, the same school, which was Haleyville. It was an all-white school. I was the only African American in the entire school. I graduated with 28 people in my graduating class my senior year. I attended Loris College. I have an undergrad degree in criminal justice, and I attended the University of Phoenix, Tulsa campus, and I have a master's degree in business administration.
How long have you lived in Iowa?
Let's see, I moved to Iowa, and I stayed here for about 4 years, and then I moved back to Oklahoma, and then I recently moved back to Iowa in 2007. So for about 6 years.
Do you have family in Dubuque?
Yes, I have a wife, Laura, and my daughter, Sydney.
What is your impression of Iowa?
My impression of Iowa. I like Iowa. It's a small town atmosphere all over the state for the most part. Pretty low crime rate. Most people are pretty friendly. They try to help you. The people that I work with, I like working with because they want, they try to help you succeed. There's not a lot of backstabbing and trying to bring you down. So all in all, I mean, once you get used to the smell of the pigs and the farms and stuff, it's not that bad. It's a pretty nice place to live.
What did you do for entertainment when you were young?
When I was young, entertainment. I just kind of hung out with my family and friends. I played football, basketball. I ran a little track. We barbecued a lot. Just kind of hung out.
What professional experience and positions have you held?
Well, I've worked well, the first job I had was with the United States Army. I joined the Army when I was 17. I was a technical engineer, so I did surveying and drafting and laying out blueprints to buildings, things like that. When I was at Loris, I pulled security at some local establishments. I moved on to Four Oaks. I worked there. I worked with Juvenile Court Services as a tracker. Once I moved back to Oklahoma, I became a juvenile probation officer, and I'm currently a juvenile probation officer for the state of Iowa now.
What has the civil rights movement anyway affected you?
Well, the civil rights movement is obviously an important part of history. For me personally, I've had little involvement with the civil rights movement, but from speaking with my grandmothers and my aunts and uncles who had an opportunity to participate and be active members of the civil rights movement, and I understand that the sacrifices that everyone, not only my family but other people's family, made is a vital part of why I was able to get my education, move to Iowa, and have an opportunity to be a successful professional.
What was segregation like for you?
I don't have any real experience with segregation. Like I said before, when I speak with my grandmother, she is able to tell me about having to, drink at the colored water fountain and whites only, and not being able to sit on the bus, things of that nature. But me personally, I have not experienced it.
And what organizations have you been involved in?
Well, do a lot of involvement in the community. I've had an opportunity when I was at Loras College to join the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, which is a great organization that is involved in the community and does a lot of programming to improve the community. As far as the organizations that I work with now, myself and Robert Kimball, we help develop the Dare to be King program that we currently participate in. There's others, but I'm drawing a blank right now on the other organizations that I've participated in. I am currently involved with the revitalization of the Washington neighborhood here in Dubuque to help improve the community in that area.
Why did you choose to get involved in these organizations?
I think it's a great opportunity. Like I said, Phi Beta Sigma fraternity gives you an opportunity. If you want to get involved in your community, you get to do that with other members who in the fraternity have some of the same goals that you do. I think it's important for everyone to get involved in their community. You know, you can either complain about what's going on or try to fix the problem. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not trying to fix the problem, then you're a part of the problem.